Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, two disabled women who were told to turn up for an appointment to assess their benefits say they couldn't access the building as there were no wheelchair ramps. The result, they had their benefits stopped. One has had them reinstated, but the other is still not getting hers more than a year after the incident. Victoria MacDonald has their story.
Jackie White has epilepsy, a joint condition, and is in constant pain. But she lost her employment support allowance, ESA, when she could not get into the Colchester Assessment Centre.
There's actually a step, and there was a buzzer that said, please press for assistance, so I pressed it. Two ladies came down and said, well, we can't get that in because I use a mobility scooter rather than a manual wheelchair because I don't have anyone to push the wheelchair for me. So I couldn't get in, and I asked the ladies if that meant it'd be classed as a failure to attend because I knew the consequences of that, and they said, oh no, we'll talk to our manager, we know you can't get in. And it was classed as a failure to attend.
Ali Wilkin has an autoimmune condition, light sensitivity and chronic anxiety, and she has to use a wheelchair. She too lost her ESA for not attending, but it was reinstated after it was accepted the Colchester Centre was indeed inaccessible.
What do you think is the essential difference between you and Jackie, given that you have relatively the same levels of disability?
The difference between me and Jackie, and the reason that my case was reinstated where Jackie's has yet to be reinstated, is because I applied after January the 1st, 2017, when the new lower rate of ESA, the £30 cut, came in.
The Department for Work and Pensions adamantly denies this, at one point describing it as a conspiracy theory. Both women were offered assessments in Chelmsford, a nearly 50-mile round trip. Both said they could neither afford nor cope with this. In March, Jackie's local MP said he'd been told it was not possible to put in a ramp, but she still didn't get her ESA, and a tribunal refused her appeal. In May, it was conceded in a letter to Ali Wilkin that the centre was not accessible. She was offered a home visit and now has her benefit.
Technically, this is a story about accessibility, about two women who could not get through this door. But actually, the story is far wider than that.
It is about a system that can seem at times cruel, that can let too many down. On Monday, Channel 4 News revealed, for instance, the number of claimants having their benefit cuts overturned.
It's an incredibly hostile environment that our clients simply aren't being believed.
Jackie has now been without ESA for more than a year. She receives just £304 every 4 weeks from her personal independence payments. She has made 2 attempts on her own life. And since the Guardian newspaper reported on her plight in May, she's lost several stone in weight. On the day we met her, she'd become homeless.
Do you think that people think that you're just trying it on, that you're just a nuisance?
Maybe, but it isn't the case. I mean, if that was the case, why was I on disability benefits from when I was unable to work just because of my epilepsy? I've since become physically disabled. I wasn't physically disabled when I originally got incapacity benefit and DLA.
The DWP said, we're absolutely committed to ensuring that people get the right support that they need. All our centres meet legal accessibility requirements, but we go further and can arrange to meet at more accessible sites nearby or a home visit where appropriate and can reimburse travel costs. A portable ramp is now available at Colchester Assessment Centre. They added, we have been offering support to Ms White to try and assist her in putting in a new claim for ESA. But she is bruised by the system. She doesn't trust it anymore. And what has been repeatedly unanswered by the DWP, yet remains the central point, what is the difference between these two women?
Victoria MacDonald reporting there.